All right, what up guys? New video on the channel. Today is gonna be another part 2 to sanding. I'm gonna go ahead and do the hatch in the door. If we feel like doing more, we'll do more. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, what's also new is my 95 obviously just went in the shop because we had insurance issues, or not issues, but we had to get it done by insurance because someone, hit my car at work. And this is our new whip, so, what y'all think about it? Got these nice rims. Oh, I didn't even see this. I guess someone curb rashed this one. But new whip, I mean, wheels looking clean on this thing. Anyways, no, let's go ahead and get into the video. I'm ready to get my car back. Well guys, looks like my tire isn't gonna hold in the air, so we're actually have to replace the tire and then we'll get into the video. So we'll go ahead and show that as well. Alright, so here I am. This is the tire off of my 1995 Mustang before we switched them out. So we'll go ahead and put this one on because the rear end is the same as that one. So we'll go ahead and show that for you and we'll go into a time lapse. Let's go. Well, that is a problem. The car is too low now, so give me 1 second. Hold on. Okay, so I think the only way I got here is to try and air this one up a little bit and then get the jack underneath within the couple of seconds I have. But I really don't know. We're just gonna see what happens, and this might be a little sketchy. Well, it held air there. I actually don't know why it held air, but let's go ahead and change it just because I don't have to deal with that again. That's just annoying. Alright, there goes that one. And then I'm going to have to take off the cap on this 95 one. So I'm just going to grab a flathead now. Yeah. Alright, so I'll go ahead and pop this off right here. Just kind of wiggle my way through. Oh, well, I may have broke that one. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to use them anyway. There we go. All right. All right, boom. There we go. All right, now we can go ahead and start rolling it out. To be honest, am I crazy or is that a horrible look? I would never actually keep those rims on there, but they don't look too bad. All right, so we'll go ahead and get started on this. This is the other side. I'll go ahead and show y'all. This will be the hatch right here that we'll go ahead and start sanding on. I don't really see anything wrong with it, but go ahead and sand it, tape off the window, get that done. I'll end up buying a new clip, so this one will go away. And again, whoever wants these headlights, or not headlights, tail lights, I will be selling them at some point. If you want to go ahead and comment in the section, or if you want them, just let me know and I can sell them to you. And then we're gonna go ahead and start with the door. Quarter obviously still isn't done, but there's the door. And then we'll come over here. This is the hood right here, and these are both of the fenders. I'm obviously going to use those because I want to keep everything original because it'll fit better. So we'll go ahead and do that, and I'll go ahead and get y'all started with what I'm going to use today to sand. All right, so it's going to be essentially the same thing. I'll go ahead and show y'all. Just this 80 grit, which is going to be used for hand sanding, and I'll use DA 80 grit as well. As it's shown, we're going to do a hatch and door for sure. We'll see what else we want to do. My friend will be coming in a second, so we'll see if we kind of have the motivation to keep going. So use these two, and DA's obviously underneath. Here's the gloves. I did not mention this in the last one. That's a big topic in the car world as well. I believe you need to use gloves just for the wax and grease on your hands. Obviously, you don't want any fingerprints. It's okay to get them every once in a while, but when you wax and grease, you want as least grease on the panel as you can. So anyways, so I'll go ahead and get some gloves on as well, and then the mask is obviously behind me. So, all right, so we'll go ahead and time lapse into it and see what we can do. So now my friend is here. Peyton, introduce yourself.
Name's Peyton.
Bro. Anyways, he's gonna be helping me today tape up this and sand it. And this is a little truck over here. He's got my little Tacoma. But what year is it? Yeah, 2019 Tacoma. He needs to clean it. Looks like he's got a lot of brake dust on his wheels, but it's whatever. So this is this little truck that he wants to get rid of, but it's not bad. So he's gonna be helping me today, and we'll go ahead and get started on it. So what we're gonna be doing now is putting this plastic over this window And we're gonna go ahead and just tape this up because we like to be more safe than sorry, obviously. So he's gonna help me with that. So grab this side. Just kind of grab it. Yeah, bring it over. And then we're kind of gonna measure it out. So it might be a little too much right now. But I'll end up just cutting it right here. So now I see where my line is. I'm just gonna start cutting all the way down. Alright, so there's our paper made. We'll go ahead and just throw this down. And then we'll kind of spread it out. It's still going to be a little too long. Now, we could honestly, this is supposed to fold out to more, but it just is what it is. We're kind of just going to tape it like this. So this is why I kind of need your help as well, is because of this right here. So I'll go ahead and start off with like a tack right in the middle. So I'll grab one piece of tape, which we should really just be using with our hands, but it's a little too cold still. So I'll just grab a little tack of tape right here. And then boom, there we go. Now we can kind of manipulate the, paper however we want. So I'm gonna keep going down right here, and we're just gonna keep, rolling with the process. And then I'll just cut this side and kind of, perfect it to the window itself. Alright, and then we'll go ahead and show you the final product. Alright, so this is the final product. Now, to be honest, this isn't probably our best tape job. I'm probably going to have to redo it. I don't know why I taped the whole window. As I was sitting there taping it, I really thought about that. Why would I do the whole window when I'm not even priming it right now? Or all we're doing is sanding. But it'll be good enough for me to sand around everything and be a little more comfortable than having to wash the glass. So now we're going to get into sanding, and the hatch should be pretty quick, and then we'll move on to the door. Alright, so I'll go ahead and start on I'll go ahead and start on DAing the hatch. Peyton is over there taping the window on that, or taping the weather stripping, so we're already ready when we get to that. After I'm done with DAing, then he'll help me over here with some sanding, he'll help me with hand sanding on the hatch. Alright, so that'll be it on the hatch for DAing. Now we're going to get some hand sanding and kind of just get the edges, or what I couldn't really get with the DA. Alright, so now me and him are going to sand the rest of the hatch, hand sanding. I didn't even think about that too. I should take off the tail lights at some point and get the underneath, but for right now we're just going to scuff this up and get all the little edges and faded clear cut we see. Alright, so now we'll go ahead and blow it off. We just got done with it. We'll kind of show you the final product. Alright, and I'll go ahead and show you what we got. Okay, so there's obviously spots we missed, and if you could tell, obviously there was a lot of spots. So I could get underneath the hatch and get the jams, but we didn't end up doing that. I'll do that tomorrow as it's getting a little cold for us right now. So we'll end up doing the door and that tomorrow. Probably taking off these tail lights as well. But this is kind of the product you can look at. We try to get majority of the faded clear off. See, I probably need to go back over that and get it at some point. And same down there. The majority of that clear coat is faded off. We sanded it. Everything's looking good. It's got 80 grit on it, and obviously I don't see any major dents. So it looks like that one's ready for primer. We'll finish it tomorrow, and then tomorrow, while we're finishing that, we'll be starting on this door. All right, so that'll be it on this episode. I'm gonna kind of get all my stuff cleaned up. As said, it's getting a little too cold for us right now. It's getting dark, so you know, we're kind of struggling out there. So we're gonna go ahead and take this into tomorrow. I just want to go ahead and say thanks to my friend Peyton for coming out and helping me. So, but tomorrow will be another big day. We're sanding the door and maybe a door and a couple fenders. I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's supposed to feel better tomorrow, and we're gonna get a lot done. So that's it for this one. We got all that done, the hatch done, and you know, we're getting ready for primer. We're getting closer every day. So let's go ahead and get into it. Next video.